gosh. Good morning. It is, what time is it? 7:52. And Clover's there. I struggling this morning, frankly. Like, I got my workout clothes on. We're gonna do this, but don't feel up to it. And but you know what? It's only, how long is my workout today? I can do this. I can do this. We can do this. 28 minutes. We got this. All right, let's get started. Okay, we're done. This is the most unflattering angle I can think of to film. And Clover's back there. I don't know if you can see him. The ISO was up like really high today. But I think I'm gonna take a shower, get dressed, and start the day probably with a dog walk. So I think I've talked a couple of times about like my getting over my fear of spiders that I had for years and years and years. So I am fascinated by spiders now, and I was thinking about getting a pet jumping spider, but I haven't done that yet. But anyway, there is a jumping spider that lives in my office and has been living in my office for like at least a few weeks now. I think it's eating fungus gnats because I've had a fungus gnat issue with my plants for a while. I took all the traps down. I think the problem is solved. I've been using BTI in my water, and the little jumping spider is a little Asiatic wall jumper. It's really tiny and it's super cute. And I see it like every few weeks or like days around. Like I saw it on my windowsill, I saw it on my closet door, and I just say hi to it. I've named it Gingerbread, and I think it's a boy. And yesterday the Roomba knocked over my watering can for my plants, and I went to clean it up, and I saw Gingerbread was like almost drowning in the puddle of water, and I was like, no, my God, Gingerbread! I screamed, Gingerbread, no! And I cleaned it up and like let him walk on this paper towel to dry off, and he seemed a little, like, he's struggling a little, seemed a little skittish, but then was like, okay, you saved me, and walked away. And it was really cute. And I haven't seen Gingerbread since. I'm hoping he's okay. I think I saved his life. I went back to check on him to make sure he was okay. He was looking at me. He was like, and I was like, you're free, I freed you. I let him dry off, and he just walked away. So I don't know where he went. I'm hoping I'll find him again. But anyway, that's my story about Gingerbread, the Asiatic wall jumper who lives in my office. I hope he's good. I hope I see him soon. All right, I'm gonna go take a shower. Clover's ready to go for a walk. Okay, see you then. We're back from our walk. That was a good walk. We went for an hour. I don't think I stopped my walk. Yeah, it says 70 minutes now. Let's stop it. He was so good on the walk, but he got super dirty, like disgusting. It's still kind of damp outside, so his paws were like gross. So I had to give him a little bit of a foot bath. So now he's a little wet, but he's feeling good. He got his treat, and he's probably ready to take a nap right now. Aren't you, buddy? Yes, you look so cute. It's time for me to make a coffee drink. I'm very excited. I had a pour over this morning, but it's time for like my fancy drink, so let's get started. All right, I vacuumed my house, and I'm very distracted by dirt. Like if I see dirt around, I'm like, oh my God! So let's make a coffee. Said it was too slow. consider increasing your grind size. You know what? I'm gonna try it again. Hopefully this will be better. It looks a little better. Oh, that looks creamy. We're almost, I think it should take about 30 seconds. Oh, 31. Perfect! Yes! It's got a nice crema on it. Perfect. All right. All right, nice frothy milk drink. I did put some sweetener in this, so I don't know how to make latte art or cappuccino art, but we're gonna pretend like we do. We're gonna pretend. Stop. I don't know. Oh, okay. I have to learn how to do this. I really don't know. I just made a big bloop on top. Like what okay, real talk. I have never watched any videos on how to do latte art or cappuccino art. It's just a big bloop. So we'll learn. I gotta watch the videos and practice. All right, taste test. This is my first cappuccino with this machine. I think I've made flat white, and that's it. And I had an Americano yesterday. It's like a caramel cappuccino because I put a little caramel sweetener in it. It's so good, you guys. of Gingerbread. He's hiding right there. Gingerbread, get out of the way. Are you sleeping there? All right, you're on the wall now. You be safe there. I'm not gonna vacuum there. Okay, just chill. Uh-oh, where did he go? I was gonna feature him, but he went, let's see if we can find him. Oh, he's gone. He's gone. All right, well, at least we know he's safe. Oh no, he's on the floor. He's on the floor. Gingerbread. Oh my God, there he goes. Little cutie. You can't even see him. That's where he's escaping. Don't, I love you. I was really worried that I thought he may have like left. You know, actually, I'm glad because at least I know he's safe now and recovered from his near drowning. Oh my God, there's a giant sac spider. All right, well that one, I think I'm not too keen on this one staying inside, although, where are you going? I may put that one outside. Not a fan of the sac spider. They have quite the bite. I also think that the sac spider may eat Gingerbread, so I don't really want that to happen. I don't want to like reach up under there and grab the sac spider. I'm afraid for Gingerbread though. Maybe I can coax it down. I could just leave it alone. But I'm worried for Gingerbread. Maybe they coexist. Do sac spiders eat other spiders? I'm gonna Google it. No, they eat other spiders? No, I don't want you. It's on the move. I don't want to like upset it. I don't know if you can see it, but it's like on the bottom of this like basket. Maybe I can coax. You're going the wrong way. Come on, please. I just want to put you outside. I don't think you can survive outside, but I don't know. Maybe you'll go inside someone else's house. Can you go down? Can you actually go down? Yes, go down, go down. No, 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 go down. Oh my God, please. Ah! Oh, now the roots are like, oh my God. I just don't want you to eat my jumping spider. Please. Oh my God, you're going the wrong way. Why are you going towards the vibe? Oh, because you think it's a bug. Well, maybe that's good. Here, come this way. I'm gonna capture you. I don't know what you can see, but it's like, I'm fighting. We're fighting. We're fighting. All right. If you crawl on this, I'll capture it. Well, maybe go in this glass. You go in this glass. 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 Yes, go in the glass. Yes, in the glass. Yes. All right. So successful capture. Is that a sac spider? I think it is. Look at it. Look at it. So confused. Definitely a boy. You can see the little bulbous things at the end of his pedipalps there. He is upset. Bro is upset. Listen, I'm so sorry, but you're gonna have to go outside. I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. I gotta protect Gingerbread. Gingerbread is the only welcome guest. Arachnid anyway. All right, we're just gonna do that. That was an epic battle. It's outside. It's warm today. So hopefully it's gonna go in someone else's house. Watch it come right back inside. I released it on the porch, which is attached to our house. It's gonna come back inside. I swear, like, there's another one in here too. I just don't know where it is. That's fine. I'll probably find, the sac spiders are not welcome. They can go outside, but the jumpers are welcome. Alright, I'm thinking about putting another plant here, like a standing plant. Because I got this, but it's just not that stable. I think Tananthi Merle Marks guy could stand to be here and be okay, I think. Are you going to be okay here? Let me just move that up there so we can get more sunlight here. I think that'll be okay there for now. Because I have to move some of these plants. We'll turn this so that I can enjoy the leaves until it decides to turn because of the sun. It's so pretty. Some of your leaves can stick out a little bit. Are you gonna have lots of new ones coming, or are you just so pretty? Okay. We'll see how it does there. It's like really growing a lot. Yeah, I'll keep it there for now. It's pretty. All right, we're gonna put this Roomba thing here so that the Roomba doesn't disturb any of these, because that's a tragedy. All right. Okay. Okay, here's where I'm at right now. I like just tore up that area where the plants are because I thought, wouldn't it be great if I put my keyboard there? That is at my mother-in-law's house that I would go and grab. The only problem is I don't have my keyboard here to measure it, so I like did some research online to see like how wide is a full 88 key electric piano, and it's like 53 inches or so, and I only have 50 inches over there. And so the only way I can solve this is to move this entire shelving unit like 4 inches to the right. And in order to do that, I would need to take everything off of the shelf and unscrew. There's like brackets holding it to the wall so it doesn't tip over. I would have to unscrew those and put new ones in. You know what, or not. No, I would have to, because they're screwed into the sides, the side like portions of the shelf, and so like I would have that. Look, it's a big deal. But I don't have the piano, and I don't know what size it is. But I do know that it is a full-sized keyboard, and I know that I don't have enough room. Maybe I have enough room on the other side, where the Monstera is. It doesn't look like it. I think the only option I have is to move that like 4 inches that way. Which would be such a pain in the butt, but might it be worth it? To have my piano back. Maybe. Maybe it won't be that bad. Maybe we might not even have to empty it if I can get Eve to help me with it. I'll have to figure this out. All right, I think I'm gonna take care of this on another day, maybe tomorrow or Monday. I'll put everything back for now and just, I'll do it. I'm overwhelmed. I'm just gonna do it another day. All right, I'm gonna fold some linens and we can chat. They're all staticky, so I feel like I'm getting shocked like so much. There's like a bunch of Clover's towels and like common laundry. Can you see me? I don't know, whatever. So I have like moved some stuff around in my office, and I think I have room for the keyboard when it comes. I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna do it tomorrow. Tomorrow seems like a good time to do it though. And I do feel like I will have to move that shelving over a few inches. Now I could do it today, I guess, but what if I don't have to? What if it's like a little smaller? Chances are though, it is a full-sized electric piano, so I'll probably have to move it no matter what happens, but you know, that is a problem for future Kay and not for me right now. But it felt good to move everything and to get rid of some drawers there. I don't think I'm gonna, I mean, it looked a little less cluttered anyway with those drawers moved. So, and I hardly ever open them anyway, so it was a useful change, and I'm happy to see what happens tomorrow if I go and get my piano. If I go and get my piano, I really have to make this count, okay? Like, I can't, like, okay, my goal is to fill my time, I need to fold this a little differently, to fill my time with some musical thing that's not singing, so that I don't feel like completely tied to like practicing singing all the time. I'd like to practice piano too, just for pleasure, because right now I don't feel like, I feel like a lot of pressure to like be great every time I'm practicing singing, and I don't feel that kind of pressure when I'm playing an instrument. I've also thought about like starting another instrument. Like, violin is small, and I could probably find a violin teacher. I did play violin for one semester in college just to try it out, and I really liked it. So that's a possibility. I've thought about that. I've thought about flute. Flute would be really fun. Oh, did I mean to wash this? Well, it turned out okay, so that's fine. Flute I've thought about, just because that's a woodwind instrument, so that would probably be beneficial for me to study. Because I just feel like I need to put my energy into something other than singing in a musical way, so that I could like just keep focused. I don't know. Does anyone, you understand what I'm saying? Does it make sense that I want to study like an additional instrument just to keep myself like in a good headspace? So I think I'm going to take a break from uploading this weekend, and not that I'm not vlogging, but I'm just not going to upload. I'm going to take my time a little bit and get caught up, because next week is nuts, crazy nuts. So I want to make sure that I'm not overwhelmed like every day trying to upload. So I want to be like ahead. So I'm going to take this weekend off. I'm so sorry. But I just don't want to overburden myself right now. And I have a video coming out tomorrow on the main channel, and I don't have a thumbnail yet. I should do that before I go to bed this evening. So, that's something else to do. But it'll be fine. I don't think I'm going to be able to fit all of these in this drawer. I absolutely could fit all of them. I just don't know what I'm doing anymore. Okay, one more not dish towel, but microfiber towel, and then we'll be done. So I cleaned up those drawers there and put the supplies in another place. And my dream is to put the piano there. But I need like 3 more inches, I'm pretty sure. So that just means I'm gonna have to move that to the right, which may not be that bad, but I don't want to think about it. Anyway, that's my dream, because I can play around my plants, and that just, it would make that space much more useful, and I don't think it would be that cluttery, because it would just come out the same as that shelf there. I think it would just be the same depth, so it'll be fine. It's gonna happen. We're gonna make this happen. So I like that my cushions are now like wintry cushions. I might even leave them. You can't even tell they're like snowflakes. Can you tell they're snowflakes? They're super cute. Couch is clean, and I have these little decorations here, little tree decorations, so precious. And I have my little office tree, so I think I'm all decked out for Christmas in my entire home now, except for the downstairs, I guess. But office is looking good and refreshed, and I'm ready to live stream this evening. In the meantime, I'd really like to play The Sims just for some fun. I haven't really done that, like played for my own recreation in a while, so I'm gonna do that, and I'll check back in with you later. Good morning. It is Monday morning. Well, it's Monday afternoon now. I just finished having lunch. I had some eggs and kale and feta cheese, because that's usually what I have for breakfast. It sounds really boring, but it actually is really delicious and provides everything I need. I have not really done all I wanted to do, this weekend, so let's chat real quick. I had this goal of like filming a bunch of videos over the weekend, and yesterday I just fell apart, like not fell apart, but I I found myself very still for most of the day. I played Suika game for like a majority of the day, which is like a fruit matching game that didn't require any of my higher brain functioning. I mean, I tried, but then like I was like, screw it. And I just kind of zoned out. I wasn't able to answer like any questions that Eve asked me. I was just kind of a mess. And sometimes I forget the fact that I'm not an android and can't be highly functional every day. So yesterday, I played Suika game. I played The Sims a little bit, and that was all. And normally, I mean, okay, listen. I still don't feel great about that. And I haven't gotten my piano either, but I do have plans to get the piano. And I'm not going to move the shelving until I figure out that it really needs to be moved, so I'm going to save myself that aggravation, but just grab it and see what happens. Because the weather's been really unpleasant. It's been like super rainy and like windy, so I don't really want to go and like grab my keyboard in this weather condition. But I think my main point of what I'm saying right now is it's okay for me to take resting periods, I guess, sometimes. And I am going to remake the video about the eating video, so I'm gonna do that right after I make my matcha latte, and let's make it together. Why not? I also want to say, wow, I've really messed with my white balance by like doing that. I also want to say a huge thank you to those who watched the cooking with me video and really liked it. I didn't know y'all would like it so much, so we'll definitely do it again, because I've got lots of things to cook, because that's what I do for a long time during the week. I guess not a long time, but I spend a lot of time in my kitchen preparing meals because I do that. I don't know what I'm saying. Anyway, thank you for the comments on the video, and I'm glad you liked it. I'm really glad. And it was fun to film, so I'll definitely do it again. I don't know how soon, but I'll definitely do it again. This week is going to be really busy. I have a lot of rehearsals this week, which is really great, but I have a lot of work to do as far as practicing is concerned. So I'm trying to get done earlier in the day and then like spend a little time this evening just not actually singing, but learning notes for my rehearsal tomorrow. I think it won't be too difficult. It's just Britten. It's not going to be a big deal. Benjamin Britten, by the way, who is a composer, a wonderful composer. So it shouldn't be too bad, but I don't know, you never know. I'm heating some water for my matcha latte. I don't want to dirty too many dishes. I'll make it the way I usually make it anyway. You don't have to buy this little like ceremonial matcha set. I just have it because I like it. So it comes with a few things. Comes with a little bowl you can make it in. It's got a little pour spout on one side. This is a little scoop, 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 and then there's a little whisk. So you basically just put the tea in here, but oh, it also has a strainer so that you can sift it, because otherwise you get these disgusting, and I can tell you from experience, disgusting little chunks of undissolved, well, they don't really dissolve because the tea, it's just like a suspension, but you get these dry things of undissolved coffee. I mean, not coffee, tea, and it's just really disgusting. Okay, I'm gonna make a latte, so I'm gonna use this cup. I'm going to pour my matcha in. I'm gonna use about like 1 teaspoon. I don't really measure out. I feel like that's about a teaspoon, like one of these little scoops. So I'm gonna sift, whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm gonna sift that in there. You just make sure there's no clumps in there, because if you've ever had a matcha clump in your mouth, you know what I mean. It's disgusting. It's not good. All right, I'm frothing milk, so that's what you'll hear in the background, but you're gonna put like a little bit of water in here because you're making kind of a concentrate. Maybe that's enough. And then you take your little whisk and you whisk in like W-like motions, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth real quick. And you know what? You don't even have, again, you don't need this whisk. You can just do this with one of those like little coffee frother whisks, or not coffee, but like milk frother whisks. So you don't need this, but you basically want to agitate this and dissolve it into the water. It doesn't really dissolve, but just, you know what I'm saying. And you get this cute little froth on top that you can see. again afterwards. I just rinse everything off. You don't need to be like super high maintenance about it. Just rinse it off with some like warm water. Give everything a quick rinse. And like if you wanted to make like full like matcha tea, definitely use more water, but I'm making a latte, so I'm just gonna use a little bit here. Pour this into my cup. All right, let's make my latte. I turned the froth like way up, so there's like so much milk going on. Oh, I gotta put my flavor in there. I'm gonna put a little bit of cinnamon. There we go, just a little bit. And a little bit of vanilla sweetener, just a little, there we go. Swirl that around. I gotta learn how to do latte art because I don't know what I'm doing here. Oh, wait, it's not bad. It is bad, it's bad. But she's still cute, she's still really cute. And you know, just to make it extra special, we're gonna put a little cinnamon stick in there. There we go. Happy holidays. There, isn't that cute? Well, ignore the big blob on top, but isn't that cute? We got a little matcha latte for the holiday season. Yay, there we go. We stir it, we get a little better. There we go. Now she looks kind of cute. There, not bad, kind of cute, a little bit pretty. The green color is what really makes these super fun to have during the holiday season. If you've ever had any green tea ever, you know what the flavor is. It's kind of vegetal, grassy, green tasting. So if it's your first time having matcha, you may benefit from a little bit of sweetener, whatever you like to use, sugar, whatever artificial sweetener, monk fruit. I like monk fruit. But just plain with some milk. Also, milk will take a little bit of the edge off of it, like any kind of milk you put in it, like almond milk, dairy milk, whatever you like to use. But I encourage you to try it because it's good. And from what I heard, it's good for you. There is caffeine in this, just not as much as like coffee and black tea, I think. So it does give you a little bit of a lift. If you're sensitive to caffeine, I say be careful, but try it. It's good times. And it's something that, you know, I didn't grow up with, but I love it now. I love all kinds of tea. I am a tea enthusiast because I feel like it's like maybe a singer thing, but like anytime I have the opportunity to have a tea, I'm like, yes, I'll have a tea. An herbal tea, black tea, green tea, white tea, whatever. So good. Actually, maybe, you know what, my father was really into tea as well, so maybe I just get it from him. But I encourage you to explore the world of tea if you're new to tea. It's really not that intimidating. I feel like less intimidating than coffee because I feel like tea infusions are less technical than like coffee extraction and methods and things like that. Like coffee can get insane as far as like hobby coffee. I feel like hobby tea is much more like approachable because really all you need is like some hot water and some loose tea leaves and like a way to infuse it and you're good to go. You can do all kinds of experiments and things like that, and it's a good time. All right, I'm gonna end this vlog right here. Otherwise I would talk forever. I'm gonna do the other video now. I hope you enjoyed this wacky weekend vlog. I hope you're having a great day and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.